Hi everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we will discuss antique flower container ideas for backyard. Antique flower containers can add a touch of charm and history to your backyard garden. Let's explore some delightful ideas that will bring warmth and character to your outdoor spaces. Vintage teapots and tea tins. Imagine a cozy corner of your garden with delight flowers spilling out of an old teapot or a brightly colored tea tin. These containers are perfect for smaller plants like herbs, pansies, or succulents. I remember finding a beautiful teapot at a flea market. It now holds a cheerful bunch of daisies, and every time I see it, it reminds me of that fun day out. Rustic wooden crates. Old wooden crates with make wonderful flower containers. Their rustic look blends beautifully with the greenery. Fill them with a mix of flowers and trailing plants for a lush, overflowing effect. Once I had an old apple crate from a farm trip, and now it is a centerpiece of my backyard, filled with vibrant petunias and ivy. Repurposed metal buckets and pails. Metal buckets and pails can be transformed into a charming, flowing flower pots. They add a rustic farmhouse feel to your garden. I like to drill a few holes at the bottom for drainage and fill them with bright marigolds and zinnias. An old galvanized pail I found in my garage is now a stunning home for my lavender plant. Antique wicker baskets. Wicker baskets are perfect for a soft vintage touch. Line them with a plastic bag or a coconut liner to hold the soil and water. Fill them with blooming annuals like begonias or petunias. I once found a lovely wicker basket at a garage sale, and it now sits by my garden path, filling with cheerful yellow and pink blooms. Old enamel pots, bowls, and basins make unique flower containers. Their bright colors and patterns can add a pop of color to your garden. I have an old enamel basin that I found with sweet smelling herbs like basil and thyme. It is both pretty and practical. Classic wooden barrels. Half barrels or old wine barrels are fantastic for larger plants or even small shrubs. They add a touch of history and look great in any garden garden settings. I remember visiting a winery and bringing home a barrel that now houses a stunning rose bush. Reclaimed drawers and cabinets. Repurposed furniture pieces like old drawers or cabinets can become charming flower boxes. Paint them in soft pastels or leave them with their weathered look for added character. I once found an old dresser drawer at a thrift store, painted it, and now it holds a mix of colorful anoles by my garden gate. Ceramic jugs and pots. Ceramic jugs and pots, especially those with vintage designs, make lovely flowers containers. They add a classic timeless feel to your garden. I love using an old ceramic jug that my grandmother was. It is filled with cheerful geraniums and sits proudly on my porch. Repurposed toolboxes. An old metal and wooden toolbox can be an unusual and fun flower container. They are perfect for creating a mini herb garden. I have an old metal toolbox that I have filled with a mix of herbs like mints, parsley, and chives. It is practical and adds a quirky touch to my garden. Vintage colanders. Colanders make great hanging basket or table planters. Their holes provide excellent drainage and they add a quirky touch to your garden. I have a bright red hanging on my patio, overflowing with trailing petunias and sweet aloysium. So next time you come across an old teapot, a rusty pail or a wooden crate, think about how it might become a